Okay, so I've booked a vendor event and it's going to be fairly busy. So I'm going to invite, let's say, 3 team members to come with me and work the expo. Maybe we'll split some of the cost of the vendor table. And here's what I typically do. I have the pull-up banner that says, "Have you tried that crazy wrap thing?" We put that up. There's usually a 6-foot card table. I throw a black tablecloth over the top of that, and I have 4x6 results pictures strewn all over the top of that table. The banner catches people's attention, and the results pictures strewn across the table invite people to come and look and pick up and ask questions. It's a really good conversation starter. That's about as complicated as I get with I don't make big displays because typically that's like window shopping. I want people to come over and touch and feel and engage. So then on the day, what I'll do is I'll have, obviously we wear our It Works shirt, and white, black, denim on the bottom. And what we'll do is, nobody's wrapped when we get there because I want to wrap in front of people. So I'll intentionally, when there's a good crowd going on, I'll lift up my shirt and I'll wrap myself. That draws a lot of attention. People can then see how easy it is. And when I'm talking to somebody as well, when I can lift up my shirt and say, "Hey, well, I've got one on right now," that's like a little moment that we have. What else do I do? So then when I'm talking to somebody, I have like a clipboard or a notebook and a pen. I'm ready to write down people's contact information. I have some results pictures in my hand ready to, as I'm talking. I have a dry wrap so that I can show them, "Hey, this is what it looks like." And now if they say, "Oh, can you wrap your chin?" I can show them right then, "Yes, this is how you would do it." And blitz cards. So as people are walking by, this is another tip. We don't want to be stood back behind the table looking all shy, avoiding eye contact, or too busy talking to our team members because that makes us feel more at ease. Typically when people do one of these, they're kind of nervous, and that's totally normal, and so it's more comfortable to talk to your team members, but then you're missing opportunities. People are walking by. So the way I do it is I stand out in front of the table, I'm smiling, I'm not talking to my team members, I'm looking for ways to make eye contact, because people's eyes will be drawn to the table full of results pictures. Their eyes will be drawn to your banner that says, "Have you tried that crazy wrap thing?" with pictures of body parts with the wrap on. And as people do that, I'm looking at them, and I'm looking for that little moment where we make eye contact. And as soon as that happens, I smile, I step towards them, I hand them a blitz card, and I ask them, "Have you heard about these wraps?" I immediately engage them in conversation. I'm friendly, I'm smiling, it's an easy conversation. That handing them that blitz card is such an easy icebreaker. And it's a question that they'll answer. "No, what is it?" Straight to results pictures. Show them results pictures. Well, what next? I ask another question. "Where would you want to wrap first?" Let's get the conversation going. And then my focus when I am doing one of these events, I don't want to spend too much time talking. My focus is I want to get your contact information. I don't do that by doing a raffle. The entire point from a distributor perspective for doing a raffle is to gather contact information so that we can follow up, because we know that 80% of sales happen in the follow-up. Actually, it's far more than that. 80% of sales happen in the 6th and further on follow-up. So my focus is on getting their contact information, and the way I do that is I say, "Well, hey, we're doing an online virtual party, or we do a weekly wrap party at my house, whichever format you go with. Could I send you an invite?" And that way they say yes. You ask somebody, "Would you like an invite?" They say, "Yeah, okay." And then I go, "Great, what's your name?" And I write it down. Don't let them write it down, because you'll never understand their handwriting. And we text these invitations. So tell me your cell phone number. And you've got their cell phone number. And now you can kind of relax. because even if you don't close anything right there, even if you don't get a wrap on them right there, you know you can follow up. And as you connect them to your social media, as you send them more results pictures, at some point in the future, you will get a wrap on them, and they will become a customer, a colleague, or a connector in some form if you do your job right. So at this point, we've got their contact information. Well, now we can relax a little bit in the conversation. We can pepper in, well, hey, or, you know, there's an income opportunity here too. If you could use some extra income, I'd be happy to show you how that works. Let them respond, yes or no, or how does that work? And then the other aspect of this is, don't be afraid to ask if they want to try it right there and then. Less talking, more asking. Hey, you know, it's only $25. I've got them right here. I can just run in the bathroom. It takes 2 minutes. Just lift up your shirt and I'll put it on. Would you like to try it? And I heard a testimonial from Major about she was doing a huge expo with her team, and she was done by the end of day one. She was talking, explaining so much. And she went back after lunch and she was like, I am so done. And she just didn't care. And she just kept saying, well, let me just wrap you. She couldn't talk anymore. She couldn't explain anymore. She's like, I can't explain it. Let me just wrap you. Let me just show you. Do you want to try it? And she had so much better results than when she was just answering questions and explaining, throwing up on people. So that's another tip. So keep it simple. Ask questions. Wear your shirt. Wrap in front of people. Make eye contact. Be friendly. And then as far as dividing up the leads, here's how I do it when I bring a team. You're all responsible for following up with the leads that you gather. So that's pretty simple, right? You talk to people, you jot them down as a lead, you follow up, you close them, they're yours. And I think that's just about it. Expos are really just a great opportunity to blitz. That's all you're doing is you're blitzing, but you've got even better tools because you have your banner and a table full of results pictures, and you're allowed, you know, if your expo is in the mall, you're allowed to blitz. People are there and expecting to talk to you about that. I think that is just about all I've got to say on expos. They're just such a great way to meet new people.